and an update to a story we first brought to you last night at 10. Monroe Police now sharing images of suspects involved in an armed robbery. Take a look at your screen here. Police in Monroe are looking for these 3 men involved in an armed robbery in the city's downtown. The men allegedly went into a grocery store wearing masks, showed a gun, and stole an unknown amount of cash. This is the car they were seen in that you're going to see here in a second, a black 4-door sedan with a damaged hood, and the car was last seen near